What do you think you guys went wrong?
I think they probably got 20 too many. I think if we could have kept them to around 200, we'd have fancied chasing that. It was obviously a very good pitch, and I think Shaki played really, really well. He picked his match up and took those 2 overs to 26, and he's one of the best in the world. So I think his innings was probably the difference. I think tomorrow, if it's going to be a good pitch again, maybe we can go to defensive plans with the ball a little bit early and try and take the pitch out of it. But yeah, I thought they played well, and they've been the form team of the tournament. But hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow.
Do you think you guys can chase down to 120 on a piece like that?
We believed it at the halfway stage. Yeah, you never know, especially here. It's small boundaries and a very good pitch. We had the belief at the halfway stage, but unfortunately it didn't happen. They kept taking wickets, which always makes it difficult to chase big totals. Yeah, a very strong team, and they were better than us today.
And your personal experience, you played here before the BPL and played for the international side as well. This time around, how do you see the tournament?
Yeah, it's good, and there's some really good players involved as well. Lots of guys want to come here and play. The cricket's very good, and we get looked after very, very well by the people. So it's a tournament I enjoy playing in, and hopefully I can play more in the future. But yeah, particularly this ground is somewhere I've enjoyed batting. It's a very nice place to bat. So great memories here with England during the World Cup and my time with Rangpur a few years ago.
What is the difference between IPL and BPL?
Different country? No, not much difference at all. It's a very good standard here. You don't see not that many overseas batters come here and score lots and lots of runs. So it's a good challenge coming to Bangladesh. Bowlers are very skillful, and you have to play well and adapt to score runs. Both tournaments are very tough, and ones I enjoy.
Just talking about the difference. I want to know that BPL is fighting when the players comes and they are small players are playing for the full season. What was the reason behind that? Do you get them offer for playing full season?
Yeah, it's difficult when there's so many tournaments on at the same time. I think there's like 3 or 4 tournaments happening now, so it's quite tough to keep players for the whole time. But you know, hopefully going forward, they're not all together. They're spaced out, so it gives a chance to play for the full tournament. Because I'd love to play in this tournament for a long time, but I've already signed a contract in Pakistan. I signed a PSL deal months and months ago, so I didn't have the chance to play the full tournament this year. But I hope so next year.
You get the offer from BPL for playing full seasons?
I had already committed to Pakistan before Bangladesh was auctioned or drafted, so I'd already committed, so I couldn't do the full season.
Hales, you played before for Rangpur Riders in the past in the BPL, and today you played against Rangpur Riders. What's the feeling?
Yeah, it's always difficult playing against a team that you've already played for in the past, and it hasn't happened too much for me. I've been lucky in the past that, you know, in different countries I've stayed with the same team for a few seasons. It was a new one for me, but I really enjoyed it. There was a little bit of nice chat before the game, which was always good to see, but all in good nature. And yeah, I enjoyed today. Unfortunate not to get the win.
Yes, starts from 17th February. If I am not wrong, you leave here before 17th February. My question is you only play for 12 seniors for tournament. My question is this ideal for a franchise tournament like this? Where come and go?
I think it depends on the situation. I think it depends on the situation. I think it's perfect now for Corner because they've got 2 very tough games. They play Rangpur and Camilla Victorians. So I think if you can pick someone to try and help you get those wins for those 2 games, then I can't see it being a detriment. But I think going forward, long term, you want to keep players as long as possible because it definitely helps the team. But for this situation, I'm quite happy doing it because it's 2 very important games. And at this ground, my record's good. I think I've scored 200s here and 80s in only 6 or 7 games. So I feel like, you know, I've earned my place in the team for these 2 games just because I feel like I can perform well at this ground. But going forward, I think it's better to have players for long periods.
Like Alex, how difficult it is at the player's perspective, going to the places and the different conditions, how do you adapt, how is your preparation?
It's difficult, yeah, and I guess I'm lucky with the experience I have. I've played a lot of cricket in Bangladesh and World Cups and series and BPLs, and I've jetted off around the world and played in lots of conditions. So I feel like I know what's required in each country. There's slightly different skill sets for each one, but I think that comes through experience and playing in those conditions. And I'm lucky to have played in lots of different countries.
As you saw that Shakib and Sheikh Mahdi from the opponent played super innings and they're from Bangladesh. It's not that Bangladeshi players are not known for big hitters, but they played some good innings today. What's your talk about this?
Very impressive, yeah. And there were some big sixes tonight as well, and it's good to see. I think, you know, if you get good players around and the tournament gets better and better, then you can see more and more big hitters. Those two were very impressive today. They picked their overs. It took 2 big overs, which probably took the game away from us. It was very impressive striking tonight.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.